Fox's Ed Henry sat down with Rand Paul and suggested that Rand Paul is putting the Trump presidency in peril. One can only hope.
Subsidies, the mandates, the bailouts,
I've pushed you on
just do repeal.
What they say is wrong with your idea. In your support, Republican Senator Tom Cotton today basically agreed with you and said that the House Republicans may wind up with something that's worse than Obamacare. Right. And so the Speaker said, however, you're making a binary choice, Senator. If you don't do this, you're not really following through on the promise to repeal and replace Obamacare.
Let me translate what it means. When someone tells you you have a binary choice, they're telling you take it or leave it. The Speaker needs the Speaker needs to like bring people into the room, conservatives, and needs to hear what we want. We are withholding our vote. This is a message for the Speaker. We are withholding our vote. We want a seat at the table, and it's not a binary choice. If we do not understand why we're in a death spiral with Obamacare, we can't fix it. The reason we're in a death spiral is we're telling people you can buy insurance after you get sick. So guess what? People are waiting to buy it till after they get sick. And that still happens after Paul Ryan's plan. He doesn't fix that problem
But the
at
Vice
all.
President is now going to your home state on Saturday. It sounds like the administration is trying at least to brush you back a little bit. React to that, but also when you say, look, it's not a binary choice, you don't have my vote, Mr. Speaker.
Right.
You might imperil the Trump presidency.
Well, no, not at all.
What if this all comes crashing down?
I'm a big friend of the president.
But this may come crashing down.
And also, you won't meet anybody who dislikes Obamacare more than me. I'm a physician. I have lived Obamacare. It is a disaster. I have voted to repeal it, and I will vote again. But I will not vote for Obamacare light stuck on the repeal bill. We're going to have to separate repeal from replace. We have disagreements, serious, fundamental policy disagreements with the Speaker. We're going to have to separate repeal from replacement, or the deal doesn't get done.
Wow. All right. There's a couple of things I want to point out. I would imagine that he has not, as a physician, seen any patients that are covered by Kentucky Connect.
But just the notion that you might have a black person go in your waiting room and say, I demand care. It just sends shivers down your spine. And then you turn around and all of a sudden there's some Indian guy who looks like Deepak Chopra or whatever, and he's practicing medicine. I mean, it's dystopic.
It's interesting that he both sounded like he was willing to negotiate with Paul Ryan, and then at the end seemed like all I want is the tax cuts, that it would come from the repeal.
I'm willing to negotiate if we can get to a point where there is zero, even hypothetical access for less than wealthy people to have health care, and we give even more money away. Then
it
we
also
can talk.
Seemed like he was arguing that you shouldn't be able to buy health insurance if you have pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, well, obviously you're gross. I mean, it's sort of like the cooties principle. I mean, if we could just get back to basics, then we could solve some problems in this country.
Let's go to the phone. Hey, folks, Sam Seder here. Donald Trump can kiss all of our asses. And one way he can is by you subscribing to this channel. I don't know how that works.